feel like there's a generation of kids that's really coming, that's really hungry for having a good life generally. Not like really generally, but I feel like there's a lot of interesting young people around.
If we don't live your life till it's true, you're gonna regret it too. Ain't anything wrong and right to do it feels right, but you gotta be prepared for a lifelong fight. All I really wanna do is just live my life. All I really wanna do is just loving it.
My father comes from the Congo, Democratic Republic, and my mom's is from Switzerland. I was about 6 years old when my uncle used to like show me like Dr. Dre, Ludacris, and all that type of shit. I remember one night we were just hanging in the living room, and I was like, man, I want to show all the music like to all the aunties and shit, and they were just like, yeah, what's that type of shit you listening to? And I was just like, with huge ass tall tee on, I was just like hanging there and just like acting a fool and just being cool and shit like that, and just like, yeah, that's hip hop. And my auntie was like, what the fuck is wrong with this little guy? Yeah, that was actually pretty much my first contact. Yeah, I listened. Like my pops gave me like he offered me the Changes single when it came out by Tupac, but and also I See You When You Get There by Coolio. That's like my first memory of like, but I didn't like consciously know what it was. I just knew, yeah, that's dope. Yeah. I started writing when I was about 16, I would say, like seriously. Like before it was just like I wrote some words, but it was not really like full lyrics that I wrote. It was not even, I don't even remember it was lines. It was just like, oh yeah, I'm writing it. But like the first lyrics that I really wrote was like 16. Basically it's just like Jules is like I always call myself Jules because it's just like a short form of Julian, my real name, and Jay just sounded cool. Yeah. Um, I think like the rap game should become more open generally. Like I feel like there's a lot of people that trying to be like gatekeepers and just say, oh yeah, it needs to be like this, it needs to be like that. I feel like rap and hip hop generally is something that doesn't really come from a conservative point of view or place. It has totally turned into this, and I don't really understand why this happened. And I feel like it's something that really should change about it. Um, to me, art is an expression. Like you put, it's like a language. Like you put something into it, like in a certain way. Like when I write lyrics, for example, for me it's completely something else than if I just write a letter to somebody or just like, because it doesn't have like the musical aspect of it. It doesn't have a like the rhyme aspect of it. So it's really an expression of, you're kind of like in a completely different place and you express through this music. So it's really, for me, it's something that art is just like expression of like in a personal way. The meaning of freedom for me is like to be able to do what you want to do, and also not be hindered in what you do. Like not have somebody tell you you cannot do this because of whatever reason. Yeah. I feel like my music is for people that have like a cultural background that is like not straight. Like for example, people that come from like myself that come from even a different continent, different cultures, and I try to combine stuff in a way where I say it doesn't have to be always like that straight line. So for me, it's like really people that struggle or that have like a view of stuff that is not like straight line and not conservative as it used to be, for example. So it's really like a new thing for people that don't really see any examples of how it could work that way, because they don't see a lot of people probably living that way. Yeah. I believe we could not be alone in this huge ass universe. And I feel like there must be something out there. I feel like there really must be something out there. I don't know how it looks, and I don't know what it does. It might even be small as shit. Like, it might even not be something that is like super intelligent, but I feel like it must be something out there. Like even a way of living that we don't even know, like, because it's not possible on Earth. Like, I feel like it could be possible that there's just like a form of living that we don't fucking know how it is and how it works. And I feel like, yeah, they're definitely out there. They're definitely out there, man. They come to creep on us. I'm not per se religious. I feel like I believe in like energies. I feel like energies is something that just flows all through everything. And I feel like this might be where religion wants to tackle and be like, oh yeah, this is actually God. For me, it's just like energies. For me, it's just like something you see in the flow and just like the stuff that goes, and you know something is going on. But for me, it's not like a per se a higher power. It's just something that is there and omnipresent. I think I'd be fire. I'm not quite sure though. I didn't really confront myself with this yet, but I feel like I'd be fire. Currently, I'm heavily inspired by Calvin Colt, which does pretty much also this whole stuff of trying to bring people together, like even like with the stuff that he does with bringing, like, when people have nobody to go to his concert to, have nobody they can go with, he like made this website where you can sign up and meet people that want to go to the concert so they don't have to go alone. And that's like such a beautiful thing. That's like something that I feel like that hip hop really needs, and he's big inspiration to myself right now. I feel like there's two people that pretty much really look up to in this. This is Native on one side, because I feel like he really incorporates also that whole thing of like bringing cultures together and not trying to breed conflict and stuff like that between the cultures. And also I really like Luke, which is a guy that just has crazy ass flow, and just like in the like old school type fashion hip hop MC type style. He's pretty much one of the dopest, I feel like. Yeah. Favorite movie? I don't watch that many movies though, but I really like The Pursuit of Happiness. You know, I feel like it's kind of a little cringy sometimes, but it's a real story, and I feel like it's a beautiful story. Best movie, bro. It was either. It was actually just 1 week ago. I played in Cafete in Bern, and it was packed as fuck. I was the only act, and it's the first time actually also playing with DJ, because usually I play with backing bands like drums and bass and backing track, and it was just packed and people were hot. It was just a fucking party, and yeah, it was amazing. Like I'm really stuck thinking about like the whole refugee thing, like that people have to come here and leave their whole families and stuff like that, and have to find a way out of this, and they come here and people just here greet them with so much hate, and this fucking drives me crazy, because I feel so privileged to be able to be here, because I could have been one of these people being over there having to struggle finding a way out of the bullshit and just trying to find a way how to live and just have a job and regular income and stuff like that, and just health insurance, all that type of shit that we have over here, and people are not willing to share this. This really destroys me. Like the way people are so ego about it, and they don't see what's really behind it. I feel like it's usually themselves. Like, I feel like it's people thinking they have to fit into a certain thing, and they have to do something because they've been inspired by something or by somebody, and that they're not really able to really go within themselves and really find like the deepest meaning of their thing and express it that way. Yeah. Because it works. Yeah, racism is like racism is crazy, especially like institutionalized racism is like, you really see that people can profit from stuff that other people do for them, and other cultures did for them, or not did for them. Just go and take it, and this reproduces a picture of like a whole group that is just bad, and like racism and like all sexism and all this type of discrimination is just like keeps coming back because we just have this picture of these people, and we cannot. People are not willing to change this picture. Having a family. I want to have a family. I want to have maybe kids. Even though I've been thinking about it, and I feel like kids is kind of a egoistical thinking of like wanting to reproduce myself, but then again, I feel like it's just a beautiful thing to have a family and just have a wife and kids and stuff. And yeah, I want to see myself rock this music game, like with different type of, like I don't wanna stay on rap only. Like I wanna really evolve into different stuff. I wanna try different genres. I wanna go all the way. Like I don't care about staying, let's say, true to rap and true to hip hop, because I feel like that's what made me, and that's where I come from. But I feel like I want to change. I want to like elevate it to a different level. It bothers me to say no, but at the same time, I feel like it's never gonna happen, because people and like even nature is brutal as fuck, and nobody cares about peace. At the end, like, you care about yourself, you care about your family, you care about the ones that are around you. If the guy on the other side doesn't have anything, man, we bomb him, whatever. I don't know. It's a simple, stupid way of saying it, but yeah, I feel like peace is way overdue, and I feel like I still hope for peace, and I still fight for peace till I fucking fall off. But it's hard to say, but I don't think peace is ever gonna be like a world peace type thing. I don't know. We might one day really be there, but the problem is, I think we're already too far into the bullshit. Like, I feel like there's too much shit that we've already done that is not, like, that cannot be made better again. Like, I think humanity will be dead before that. I feel like this is like the thing of trying to erase all the mistakes that we've made is like the time is past. I feel like this is over. I really feel like even for me, like, I do not stop believing in peace. Like, for me, it's like the most important thing. Like, I'm really fighting for this. And I don't, even if I feel at the bottom, I feel like it's just a kind of a unnecessary fight, because I feel like we're not gonna win this fight. I'm still gonna do it. I'm still fighting for this, and I'm still like, I still hope for it. Do a lot of shit, do shit, like, even make mistakes, You're gonna learn from the mistakes, but just know that everything has a consequence.